Hey everyone, Big Pauly back for a brand new Monday Blu-ray DVD hunt out and about. Yes, we still haven't got HMV or CEX, but don't despair because we've only got about another month and then we can get back to some new, decent, normal Blu-ray hunting with HMV and CEX. Yes, I'm so looking forward to that. I can almost pull a funny face. But anyway, back to today. I just want to give a couple of shout outs. First shout out is to Pete Blu-ray Bullet Brit. Hope you're getting well, mate. Can't wait for you to get back to YouTube, but take your time. And yeah, I hope everything's going okay. The other shout out is to Alan, Kermit's ghost, who unfortunately lost his little buddy Scrooge yesterday. I know what he must be feeling with losing Bobby myself, but I hope all the memories that you had with Scrooge pull you through, and that you remember the great times. That you remember the great times that you had with little Scrooge. But my love to you and the family, and everybody is with you. And if you don't feel like doing YouTube videos, don't do YouTube videos, because they really are the last thing on your mind at the moment. But yeah, look after yourself and the family, and hopefully we'll see you back soon. Okay, so I'm halfway between Dover and Folkestone. Yes, I thought I'd go on a little excursion. We're in lockdown. I'm just going to wait for the comments. You shouldn't be out. I'm actually going to Folkestone to some supermarkets. Yes. So I am essentially going to find essentials. Get over it. Right, okay, but we will also pop in Poundland as well. But yeah, let's get over Folkestone and let's get to our first stop. Probably have a look in Asda as well, because literally the car park is on top of it. Squash. Right, okay, let's get over to Folkestone. I'll see you over there in a little jiffy. What the fucking hell is a jiffy? A jiffy.
Meanwhile.
Okay, so let's take a look at some of the new releases for Monday the 8th of March 2021. New from BBC, we have a brand new Doctor Who box set with Jon Pertwee. We have a couple of titles from BFI, including Romeo is Bleeding. And new from Studio Canal is a 4K of Lady Killers and They Came From Beyond Space. And Zavvi have a new Destination Series 2 Steelbook for THX 1138. And new from Paramount is the John Hughes 5 movie collection. Also from Paramount is a newly restored 4K from the film transfer for Love Story, the 50th anniversary edition. And new from Network we have Where No Vultures Fly and Sing As We Go. We also have The Craft Legacy and the double pack with the original Craft released today. Two new TV series including Talking Heads and The Outpost. And finally we have a couple of new anime releases including Children of the Sea. Okay, so we're here in Folkestone. Let's get a ticket, slap it on the dashboard and get to our first stop. How much? 1 to 2 hours I think we'll do. £2.90. Oh dear me. Give me my ticket, you bastard. 5 minutes of putting coins in. The coins are kicking them out. Put the coins in. The coins are kicking them out. Just take the sodding coins. It's money. Take my money. Take my money. Okay, so where are we going for our first stop?
Poundland.
Who said people don't buy anything in supermarkets anymore? I'm going to have to go and have a look at the pops because there's about 20 people all surrounding the physical media, picking up Blu-rays, DVDs, can't get near the bloody shelves in Asda. So yeah, let's go and have a look at the pop vinyls first. Okay, so we're here at the pop vinyl figures. First one I'm seeing is Venomized Captain Marvel. Oh, look with that tongue. Yes. And what else have we got here? Looks like we've got Venomized Doctor Strange as well. That is really strange. Yes, let's put him back. Get under there. That's it, £9.97. What have we got at the back here? We have Raya from the new Disney movie, which I'm looking forward to watching. That looks very nice. And there must be something at the back here. Oh look, it's Natasha Romanoff from Black Widow, a film that we still ain't seen. Hurry up. Down here, what have we got? We've got some more Black Widow. We've got Elastigirl. And we have Tuk Tuk. What's Tuk Tuk? Oh, from Raya as well. Oh, okay, so I look forward to watching Tuk Tuk. And we also have Storm as well, looking very stormish. And another venomized one, Miles Morales. They like venomizing pop vinyl figures. Up here we have Captain Marvel with a mohawk. It looks like she's got two heads. Yes, doesn't look much like Brie Larson, but it's got a smirk on her face as well. But not bad for 15 quid. I must say, from what I've seen, that Riot and the Last Dragon actually does look really good. I'm looking forward to watching that on Disney Plus tomorrow. So, yeah, can't wait to watch that. Okay, so we're here at the Blu-rays and the DVDs. I'm still seeing The Owner with Maisie Williams on the shelf, as well as Hellraiser Judgment on DVD for £7. Not seeing much else though, new-wise. We've got The Curse of Dracula. I don't think I've seen this one in here before. But we also have Coming to America, the original great film with Eddie Murphy, for £5 there. And down here we have Chernobyl End of Days. I should imagine it is the End of Days. Yes. Up here we still have the Karate Kid collection for £15. But as I say, I'm not seeing much else here. Certainly no new titles. But we also have Coming to America on Blu-ray for £7. Pick that up. Bargain. And up here we have something called Unfamiliar. I'm unfamiliar with this. We also have a couple of box sets including Steptoe and Son, Only Fools and Horses, On the Buses and all that usual type of stuff. But yeah, very thin on the Blu-rays and the DVDs. It'll be the death of me, it will. Yeah. I think that's about it then. Okay, I think we're done here in Asda, so let's go to our next stop, Poundland, which is literally under the building. Okay, so Poundland, let's go and have a look, see what they've got. I'm not going to do a voiceover here, I'm just going to listen to this lady.
Oliver, this is the same, look. I'll show you, look. Now have a look, Oliver.
Okay, so Poundland seem to be neglecting us poor little sods down here on the southeast corner. It's been ages since we've had a really big delivery, but I have seen some other deliveries in people's videos like Kermit and Jamie. But yeah, we don't really seem to be getting massive deliveries down here with big boxes. So unfortunately it's a no-go at Poundland here, but let's get to our next stop, which will be Sainsbury's. Okay, so we still have some cheapies down here. They've actually replenished Old Boy for £3 on the shelf, even though I cleared them out previously. Plus they also have a couple of copies of The Thing there, the Arrow Special Edition, for £5 each. Up here on the DVDs we have a brand new release, The Craft Legacy. First time seeing this today, haven't seen it anywhere else on any other format, but I've heard it's not that good. We also have a double pack as well, which is also available on Blu-ray. This includes the original Craft movie as well, so that's pretty good. Okay, not so much in the way of Blu-rays here in Sainsbury's. A few DVDs including the Craft and the double pack, but other than that, not really much. But let's head off to Costa, get myself a sausage wrap and a cappuccino and go back to the car. Okay, so just been to Costa, got my sausage wrap and my cappuccino. Not a sponsor, not a sponsor. Let's have a look, shall we? In Kermit's honour. Look at that, lovely. Oh, lovely. Okay, so we're done here in Folkestone. There's really not much else to do. Not really much in Sainsbury's. They had the Craft, as I said, on DVD, but no Blu-ray. But we will be heading home very soon. I actually did pick a couple of things up for a giveaway at the end of the video. So stay tuned to the end of the video for some Arrow title giveaways. Yes, more Arrow giveaways. But there's one last thing I wanted to do. Do you remember, was it a week or 2 weeks ago? They were moving the physical media in Tesco's, in my Tesco's in Dover, and there was that massive area that I thought is going to be an ice rink. It's probably not going to be an ice rink. A few people thought that they were maybe moving clothes in the area, going to have an expanded clothing area, but I want to go and have a look to see exactly what happened, because I haven't been up there since that day that I captured Dover's physical media declining. Yeah. Anyway, so yes, that's get your words right, Paul. That's what we're going to do for our last stop before we head home. Let's go to Tesco. What's all this? Let's go to Tesco's in Dover, have a look, see what they got in the physical media, and see what's happening with that big space. I bet it is a bloody ice rink. Oh yes, that hit the spot. We are down at Tesco's in Dover. We're about to go in and have a look, see what they've done inside, around the back, and have a look to see if there's any new DVDs. The thing about the Blu-rays here is that previously we've had a whole aisle full of Blu-rays, and now it's like many other supermarkets. It's just like one little line along the top, like 5 or 6 titles deep, and then the rest is DVD. So really shrunk down dramatically. They really had a lot of DVDs here. But before we go into Tesco's, I just wanted to turn the conversation a little bit serious. Yes, I just wanted to talk a little bit about the current state of things and how it's affected our lives and what I'm looking forward to the most. Now, in a lot of people's eyes, probably these things aren't very significant and not important when you think about it in the scale of things, but they are things that define us and things that make us happy, make me happy, and they are things that I have missed so much. So first of all, Lulu and Claire. Lulu and Claire, my 2 best buds. I love them like sisters, and we haven't really hung out much since last year, like a lot of other people. It's been an entire year. We've hung out once at Halloween, but it wasn't a really big hanging out, and we only had a very limited little Halloween party due to the bad weather, and also the fact that parents weren't really going to let kids go to a stranger's house and pick up sweets. You know what I mean? But yeah, so I've literally seen them in the flesh twice, I think, in a year, and that has never happened in my life. Never in my life would I have thought that. and I haven't hugged them. That's the main thing, because people like to be hugged. You like to hug people, and to not be able to hug someone is devastating. And hopefully we'll be able to rectify that. Who would have thought that if you'd gone back a couple of years and you said you won't be able to hug people in the future because it's dangerous? What the hell? It would have been crazy. So yeah, I'm looking forward to really hugging them. Both Lou and Claire have had their jabs. I've had my jab. Hopefully, in a couple of weeks, well, 2 months or so, we'll have our second jabs. But it's looking better now. It's looking more likely that we're all going to be able to have a big group hug. Also, hanging out with Lou as well. Lou and Claire, either going to their place, watching some films, having a little barbecue in the back garden, which we might be doing at the end of the month, after the second step's revealed or unleashed on us, and going to the cinema. Going to the cinema with Lulu and Claire is such a joy, and I miss it so much. So yeah, that's one thing that I really miss. Another thing, and these really aren't, like I say, important on the scale of things, but they are things that I miss and things that make me happy. They may not make everybody happy, but they make me happy. Walking through the doors of HMV, seeing all the media on the shelves, going through the 4Ks, the Blu-rays, with the music playing in the background. I really miss HMV. And I never thought that I would say this, that I miss CEX just as much as I miss HMV. The thing with HMV is when you go through the doors, you pretty much know what you're going to get. You know what's released, you know what's on the shelves. CEX is a little bit different. It's kind of like a lottery, because you never know what's going to be on the shelves. You'd never know what people have actually traded in. You could find some really good gems, and it's really nice looking through the shelves of CEX and seeing what new titles have come in or what crap has come in. So I do miss CEX. Toby Carvery. You've got to miss Toby Carvery. Just walking into a Toby Carvery, smelling beef, smelling pork, turkey, walking up to the counter with all the vegetables, helping yourself to roast potatoes, and God, I never thought I would miss Toby so much. It's, oh yeah, and taking your plate, putting gravy and apple sauce on your plate, taking it to your table, going to the cold drinks refill machine, putting the ice in, filling it up with flavoured Diet Coke, cherry flavoured Diet Coke. God, I miss that. And the same with Tesco's. Yeah, this is not a sentence that I ever thought that I would ever say in my life, but I miss Tesco's cafe. Just going into a Tesco's cafe and ordering some fish and chips or a baked potato and a cappuccino, sitting down at a table with my earpods in, doing a bit of editing or watching a YouTube video. The little things you miss. Yeah, the little things that you miss. And it makes you realise that, why did I complain when they didn't have fish? Why did I complain they didn't have baked potatoes when it could just be taken away from you just like that? So yeah, next time I go into a Tesco's cafe, when we're able to, which is hopefully in mid-May, after 17th of May, I don't think I'll ever moan if they haven't got... Yes, I will moan when I... You know me. I'll have a good old moan at them. Yeah, but I do miss it. Really do miss it. And also, the last thing I really miss, and a lot of people miss this too, walking into the cinema. Walking into a cinema. Don't matter what cinema it is, whether it's a View or a Cineworld or an Odeon. Just the excitement of walking through those doors, getting a ticket, smelling the popcorn, looking at the overpriced popcorn, maybe having a hot dog or some nachos and pick and mix, and then just walking through the darkened doors into a dark, auditorium with the screen welcoming you, the music playing in the background, people sitting on the seats with their bright phones blaring away, and just settling down in comfy seats for 2 hours or 3 hours these days, or 4 hours most days with most films these days, yeah. And just sitting back and forgetting about the outside world and just loving what everybody else is loving in that room. And we're pretty close to getting that. I think within a month or so, isn't it? Cinemas, no, it's May, isn't it? May the 17th is when Inside Entertainment opens, so cinemas can open. And I do have confidence that we are heading in the right direction, and that we will be able to hit these targets, these stages that the government have laid out. So we're gradually getting there. I kind of thought that maybe the first part of 2021 would be a bit of a damp squib, and that we wouldn't get into the good part until maybe Easter time. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it, really looking forward to it. It is the little things that make you happy. Like I say, it may not make everybody happy. You know, people may not care about going to a supermarket cafe, or people may not bother going to a cinema, but it's those things that make us happy and define our lives. And I am really looking forward to getting back to some kind of normality within the next month or two. Yeah, so really excited. So we better go into Tesco's, go and have a look, because I've rabbited on now for about 10 minutes. I hope you don't fast forward past this 10 minutes, because I'd like to know what you really miss. So stick it down in the comments. What is it you miss the most? What are you looking forward to getting back to with normality? And yeah, let's all hope and pray that things go as they're going, and we can unleash normality on the world again. Fantastic. So right, let's get into Tesco's. Let's go and have a look at the Blu-rays and the DVDs, see if there's anything in there, and go and have a look at that empty area and see what they filled it with. Right, let's do it. Okay, Tesco's, let's go and have a look, see what you've done with your empty bits. Well, the lady's still filling up the Blu-rays and the DVDs, but I can see what's happening up the back of the store, so let's go and have a look. I think it's clothes. Exactly what I thought. Moving of the clothing area. Yeah, so they're moving all the clothing area from down here up to the back there. I thought they might. Okay, so we're at the media. Look how much. Look, there's not a lot now. Look, that is just the Blu-rays. That is just Blu-rays. I'm not really seeing any DVDs. The Last Full Great Measure. I don't know if this really is a new one, but there's really nothing new on the shelves here. It's the same stuff that's been here for weeks and weeks. Even though she had the trolley replenishing, she seems to have been replenishing older titles, putting older titles back on the shelf. Down here on the magazine section, look, we have SFX with the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Looking forward to this. Okay, so out of Tesco's, I kind of expected maybe they were going to move some of the clothing. Seems they're moving all of the clothing up the back of the store. But what really annoys me, and there's nothing that can be done about it, is the amount of physical media they've removed. As you saw, just one aisle of Blu-rays and DVDs, one shelf of Blu-rays, the entire thing is gone of Blu-rays. You're just left with what was there. Now, the lady was refilling the shelves, but she was refilling the shelves with stuff from weeks ago. There's no new titles at all, no new DVDs, you know, no new Nicolas Cage or Bruce Willis shit. And that's a little bit sad. So maybe they're not going to be restocking new titles. I don't know what they've done with the rest of the Blu-rays and the DVDs. Maybe they've sent them back to their warehouse or something. But it would have been nice if they'd had like a Tesco's bargain bin picked up a load of Blu-rays for £1 each. But yeah, it's very unfortunate because I've been shopping in this Tesco's physical media wise for years, 10 years upwards. And they've always had the same amount of Blu-rays and DVDs, new titles coming in every week. So yeah, it's not looking good. I think maybe we're getting to the end of physical media in supermarkets. I know many people don't even go into a supermarket for physical media. I like to have a look. See what new obscure DVDs there are, because it's a little bit tricky sometimes to find them in HMV. They sort of like stick them in one corner of the shop, whereas in the supermarket it's plain to see there on the shelves. But I noticed that Sainsbury's in Ashford haven't really had any new deliveries in the last week or two either, so maybe they're going to be following suit. That's the Sainsbury's where the old bloke said physical media is going next week, and it didn't. But I foresee maybe it will. Yeah, physical media shopping in supermarkets is not going to be that good for the foreseeable future. And many of my viewers, my lovely viewers, many of my viewers have actually stated that physical media is gone from their supermarkets. Look at Asda. We had a massive load of at one point Asda was selling 4Ks, and now we're just reduced to some, you know, Disney DVDs, and at least they get a few new titles in, but we'll have to see how it goes. But yeah, not looking good. We really need HMV and CEX up and running. Yes, we do. But hopefully, in a way, you can think of it as maybe a good thing. I don't know, because if supermarkets stop selling physical media or reduce their physical media, then maybe that will send more people to HMV. If you've got one, of course, in your area, and CEX. So in a way, it's a good thing, but it's a bad thing because I miss supermarkets. We'll still be doing it on our Blu-ray hunts on Mondays. You know, we've got other stores to go in, other towns, so we'll just check them out. Plus also down Westwood Cross, the Sainsbury's down there has got a huge physical media outlet, so hopefully they won't get rid of that lot down there, but we'll have to see. But anyway, oh, she just whizzed down here and she didn't even look to see any traffic coming. No wonder there's crashes in supermarket car parks. Yeah, anyway, so we are done here, so let's go home. I don't think I've got anything coming today. I do have one that came a couple of days ago, plus also there's the giveaway, and I've got a digital code to give away for Monster Hunter. So yes, you'll have to stay tuned to the end of the video to see if you can win the Monster Hunter digital code. But anyway, let's go home and have a look and finish the video off. Okay, so we are back home. It's about 2 hours later. I've had my dinner, and I was just really waiting to see if the postman was going to deliver something that I could include in today's video. He did. Excuse me. He did deliver a parcel, subscriber mail. I have got a lot of subscriber mail to open. I've had a massive pile, delivered over the weekend, which will be in a separate video, but holy crap, I don't know what's in there. But anyway, that's for another video. But one that I had delivered a couple of days ago is the new Mila Jovovich movie, Monster Hunter. Yeah, I've not heard many good things about this, even though it's on 4K. I picked it up on 4K and it looks good. I've seen the trailer. It's my sort of thing, whether or not it is, but I've got it, so I'll watch it and give you my opinion. Apparently the picture quality on this is stunning in 4K and the sound is incredible in Dolby Atmos, so it's really going to give my system a run for its money. But I'll let you know what I think of that. As it says up the top there, digital. Yes, there is a digital copy included in here, which I won't use because I've got my physical copy. But this is the American release, so I'm going to give the digital copy away, but you must be able to use the digital copy, and you really want it, yeah. So to be in with a chance of maybe grabbing the digital code for this, I'm not going to make it too complicated and waiting a week or two, you know, for a raffle or that sort of thing. All you need to do is just go over to my Instagram page, Big Pauly 101, follow me over there and just send me a message on Instagram, your favourite Mila Jovovich movie. And literally the first message that comes through wins the code. Yeah, I can hear you typing already. Okay, so that is Monster Hunter. So that really is the only pickup, or rather delivery, for the last couple of days. I kind of held off this week because there's not really anything big that I want. Next week is going to be an absolute blast because there's a lot out, including 4 Disney animated movies which I've got coming, plus I think there's a couple of steelbooks. I think there's another Zavi Mondo 4K Marvel steelbook as well. But I did pick 2 things up today, and they are 2 copies of The Thing. Yes, the brilliant John Carpenter film starring Kurt Russell. These were the last 2 on the shelf. They are sealed, although one of them is just a little bit thingy on the top there. But other than that, they're fine. So I'm giving these away as well. And I'm not going to make it complicated for these either. So you can win them literally in this video. I'm not going to do a separate video for them. So again, if you want a chance to win The Thing, lots of special features and all that kind of stuff, head back over to my Instagram page, follow me, Big Pauly 101, send me a message over there, your favourite Kurt Russell movie, and the first 2 messages I get coming through will win a copy of The Thing. Well, 1 each. Yes, so there you go. Nice and simple, no complication, no random whatever it is picker. We'll just do it, you know, just nice and easy like that. Stop waffling, Paul. You're boring people now. So I think that's about it. So I hope you enjoyed today's out and about video. It's a little bit tricky at times because with shops like HMV and CEX unavailable to us, there's only so much you can do. So I try to ramp the videos up to make them a little bit more interesting and make them a little bit more funny with some comedy, and try and extend them, because with those other shops missing, the videos are shorter than they used to be. Believe it or not, I used to do the Blu-ray out and abouts that were over an hour long to start with, most of the time. But we usually clock in at around about 15 to half an hour. So I think this one is more like 45 minutes. So I hope it's interesting, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like it by giving it 2 thumbs up. Yes, don't forget to subscribe. Stick down in the comments, what did you pick up this week and what did you have delivered? And I shall see you on the next video, which will be a couple of really big subscriber mail unboxings. Oh yes, physical media unboxing baby. Till next video, bye!